Hi everyone, this is daveac on Blip TV, or maybe iTunes, and this is vblog 019 for Friday the 28th of November 2008. And it's the day after Thanksgiving in America, so I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving day. And let's just get on with the show. And just to give you a sort of title for this week's show, it's Copies, Remakes, Reality, Fiction and Wine. Anybody who's only here for the wine, skip to the end. Okay. Well, the other thing I've got to do, and I do quite regularly, is corrections. Survivors has got going here in the UK, which is a remake of a 1970s series after an apocalyptic event, in this case a flu pandemic that's left only a few scattered people around the country and around the world. And I also said that two of the Doctor Who actors were in it, and there was a slight mix-up. I got the name wrong for the actor who had played Rose's dad and who's in Survivors. Well, it's Sean Dingwall who played Rose's dad, and it's the character he played in Survivors that is called David Grant, and that was the husband of one of the main characters, Abby. I won't talk about his fate or how much is in it or whatever, but that was it. But the complication that I found with this, there's also another actor. The character he plays is called Tom Price, who's a prisoner, but he's played by a chap called Max Beasley. And I've got my little photo frame out again. Unfortunately, it's stretched the picture slightly, but hopefully you can see that. When I'd seen the first trailer, I'd got the two mixed up because they are very similar in looks, in age, in colouring, and that was it. This is Sean Dingwall, who played Rose's dad, and this is the chap Max Beasley, who plays Tom Price. So sorry about that mix-up, but there you go. Other science fiction news while we stay on that. We are really getting well into Sarah Jane Adventures. I talked a little bit about that last week, so very briefly, there is going to be a series 3, and we've got a really exciting 2-parter, hopefully, to look forward to. Excuse me, but there is an announcement that's just been made by the BBC that they're going to do another remake, and this time it's not. It's going to be Day of the Triffids, which is again one of my favourites, and the actor that played it in the 80s, John Duttine, I really think he's a marvellous actor. 1981, in fact, it was when it was last done on TV. So that sometime next year there will be a remake of Day of the Triffids, and we'll really look forward to that. And talking of remakes, the CIA, the pod shot that we do at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays, that this Sunday will be about remakes and adaptations of existing programmes and films. So that is a very suitable link into that. So try and either listen to us later or join us live for CIA, Cult Them in Audio on TalkShoe. Other science fiction bit, over the weekend, I mentioned it was my birthday, of course, and one of the things I went to was a charity fundraising event done by the Hyde Fundraisers in Ashton-under-Lyne, which is part of Greater Manchester here in the UK. And they had an event held at the Ashton Library, and I went along to have a look. I took some little bits of footage. I took some pictures which I'll try and show you on my little gadget here, and I interviewed Wayne Broughton, one of the organisers. And if you go to YouTube, Woo! Come on, get it right, David. If you go to YouTube and put in DAC 100, which is my channel, or if you just put in Hyde fundraisers, you'll probably come to the video. There's a short video of just the interview with Wayne, and then I put up a longer one where I put together some clips. And let's see if we can just get that now. Let's just try and get return. Rightio. It's a bit slow because this. Let's press enter. Here we are. Here's some of the pictures. There's Dav Ross. Come on, move along. They're obviously going to go a bit slow on here. I think I should have really reduced the size of them a little bit more so that they would display a bit faster. Let me do another one, quick one. That's a Dalek, but it's a little bit dark. There's a couple of the cutouts, because the cardboard cutouts firm was there displaying their options. One more and then we'll move on. Come on. I know these people know it's a live show. There's from Are You My Mummy, one of the nurses with the gas mask on. So I'll just leave that now because it's a little bit dark and it's taking too much of my time up. But if you go to the Gallifreyan Embassy, those pictures are all up there. If you're a friend of mine on Facebook, you'll see them there. And they're also on the DAC 100 photo bucket site. So there's plenty of ways of getting to see those. So have a look. And the video is on YouTube. And there's the interview itself. Also, not related to science fiction but science, on Ustream, which is another of the sites I go to, they were showing live footage of the last of the spacewalks as they're doing some repairs and alterations to the space station. So that was exciting to watch. Luckily nothing else seemed to be lost into space. One of the female astronauts lost a bag of the tools, if you remember, on one of the earlier walks. So that was that. I'm going to move along quickly to a gadget, and it's going to be a very brief thing, but it's a small USB adapter. I've got a phone, quite a nice phone that I like, a Samsung one, and coming with it is a suite of software that you can put on your PC so you can sync all your contacts and you can back them up and so on and transfer photographs. And you usually do that with a cable, but this is a Bluetooth enabled phone. However, my computer, which is about 18 months old, isn't Bluetooth enabled. And although a lot of laptops are, there must be many people with desktops that don't have Bluetooth as part of the built-in features. So this little gadget I want to show you, it's a little Bluetooth dongle. Looks like a little USB memory stick. Comes with a small little software disc. This is the one that just fits. If you ever open your DVD tray, you'll notice that there's a little insert for the smaller discs. You don't see many of those around now, but that contains the software mainly for people who are using an older version of Windows, but that allows you, and it does mean that when you want to just quickly transfer something off your phone, with this plugged into the back of your computer on one of your spare USB sockets, it's USB 2 only, I believe, you can transfer things quickly, or you can sync your phone with your address book and so on your computer. So that's a very quick, very small, very useful USB Bluetooth dongle. I haven't got a book this week because I'm still finishing off the one from before, and I'm not going to talk about music because I want to go straight to what I mentioned last week, and that is that I had the Dark City DVD, but that it was a very disappointing picture. It was a letterbox picture, not anamorphic, and it was pretty poor quality. And the whole movie is in very dark scenes, and mostly lots of black scenes. So really, it was a disappointing film, even though it says on the back, a visual feast. All change. I have now got the Blu-ray version of Dark City, and I had a bit of a surprise because I haven't finished it, because there are two versions of Dark City on here. There's the theatrical version, and there is a director's cut. So I can't give it an absolute full, well, I never give reviews really here, they're mainly recommendations, but it looks stunning. I've actually got it on my TV now. I'm not too sure, because I'm doing this and I've got lights here to the side of me. You may have even seen them catch the, I use little lights to help get a decent picture, and that's probably going to mean, let's see if I can unmute the sound, because he won't be talking, will he now? There we go. Let's just move it on to another scene. Oh, it would be one of the slightly frightening scenes in the movie, so I'm going to have to stop that. But the picture quality is much, much better. You can get really involved into it, and the storyline is so intertwined with the action that I don't really think I can give you too much of a hint. I'm going to stop that because something violent is about to happen, and we can't have that. I can't really tell you anything of the story, so that might be a little bit disappointing. Rufus Sewell, Jennifer Connelly, Kiefer Sutherland, and it is a very, very interesting science fiction concept of a film. Very unusual role for Kiefer. Jennifer Connelly, as always, is beautifully watchable, and Rufus Sewell makes an unusual lead character. But it is one to be recommended, and I should perhaps be able to recommend it even more when I've watched the director's cut. I watched the theatrical cut first, just to remind me of the story, and then I want to watch the theatrical one. A really groundbreaking film, and on Blu-ray it is a visual feast, and it really does look stunning. I want to very quickly, I've got a wine to finish off with, but a friend of mine, if I can find it on here quickly, let's just see if I can get a very nice little birthday treat. Oh, that's not it. Let me go to it. Here we are. Let's see if you can hear this.
Dave A. vblog, podcast host.
Hope it's not too tinny.
Fan, wine aficionado, gadget guru.
That's me. Talking about me.
Man with plan. The gentleman podcaster. Catch him on Dr. Oddjock. The CIA podcast. And his very own vblog at www.daveac.blip.tv. He's suave.
Suave.
He's debonair.
Debonair.
He's British.
British.
He is Dave. Dave A.C.
Du, du, du. Do you expect me to talk? Whoa! No! Stop! Stop! I was in a great position then. I was just going to do my bit. And you carry on talking. Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Cooper. I expect you to finish this podcast. Yeah, we'll finish it. We're going to finish off with a wine. Well, I hope I don't have to redo this one. Made a few mistakes, haven't I? But that's what makes it worth watching. See the fella make a fool of himself. Well, I've already poured the wine out, so I don't have to worry about shaking the bottle. It's a little bit cooler here. It's just early afternoon here in the UK, although we have got a sunny day for once, which is why I'm in my shirt sleeves. It's Casa Porta, Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's from Chile. It's, what percentage is it? 13.5% by volume. Winemaker, Chile, 2007. I won't cheat, I won't read what it says on the back, but I'm hoping for strong, dark, fruity flavours. Again, lovely colours. I mean, I say that every week, I must admit, but mostly these ones are really nice. It's got a jammy and earthy, almost a damsony. Let's have a taste. Ooh! That is a rich. Oh, I'm getting quite a few flavours. I'm getting a spice. Oh, what? Hang on a second. Oh, that's definitely jammier, plummier. Oh, I'm no good at this description. All I can tell you, it is a beautiful, beautiful, long-lasting, beautiful flavour. Let's see what it says on the back, because it's a little bit cold. It's not that warm in this room. It's a little bit cold. It almost needs to open up a bit more. Let's see what it says. Bright, clean and ruby rich in colour. A fine, interesting aroma profile. Includes red and black fruits, mint and spices. Delicate, fruity and elegant on the palate. Good structure and nice ripe tannins. Well, certainly it's got the structure. Certainly it's got the fruits. It's certainly got the spices. It is very, very nice. Mint. Now. Perhaps my palate is not as educated as some people's, but I will not have any more of that now. But I think that just needs to air out. I opened it about half an hour ago, but it's still rather cool in this room, even though I am in shirt sleeves. So I'll take that at their face value. But it's certainly very nice. The price, I think it was £6 UK pounds, which is about €8, maybe $10. So very nice. Cabernet Sauvignon, winemaker, Casa Porta, Cabernet Sauvignon 2007, and I will really enjoy that over the next 2 nights. Try and make a bottle last my 2 nights. So that's the end of vblog 019. See you next week for number 20.